Hey guys, Rob here with another Real Deal in the Field with one of my students, Dan, at front of his 4 townhouse deal in Templestowe, currently on the market. Anyone looking for townhouses, mate? Dan, welcome aboard, mate.
Thank you, Rob. I really appreciate all your assistance with what we're doing here.
Thank you. So there's a little bit of construction already happening on site, mate. So what's been the timeline to get into this deal? So how long have you been around?
Yeah, so it took us a year to educate ourselves about the process and to learn how to do it. Then we bought it in March with a 6-month delayed settlement and a 3% down payment.
So that's really interesting. I want to pick up on that, guys. So the 6-month delayed settlement has bought Dan the time to actually get the development approval, because and I guess in that time also bought you the time to find finance to actually get it across the line. Yeah. So I guess low money down. So 3% you said just to secure the site and add the value. You had to put a little bit of cash in to get all your development approvals. So kind of how much money did you put into that process?
Roughly 200K was our contribution.
About 200K. So whilst you added that soft equity, that's given you the time to find a money partner to come in. And instead of doing what most people do with residential finance to acquire the site, you've gone straight to commercial finance. Now, commercial finance looks at the profitability of the deal and the deal itself, and they need to get some equity in there. So you found some money partners to try and tip in the equity. And now your projected profits out of the deal is what?
We're hoping to get above $1 million in profit.
About $1 million in profit. So I want to be really clear here, guys. 200K in and $1 million in profit at the tail end. So that's not a bad return, mate. And leveraging other people's money in doing that process. So really, really important for that.
And also in 1 year.
In 1 year?
Yeah.
Right, so not a bad hourly rate, my friend. Not a bad hourly rate. Mate, tell us a little bit about what made this site, why were you so confident about picking up this site in particular?
Look, the fact that just around the corner there are 2 units that sold for 1.43 and 1.47 give us a lot of confidence that we can get to similar numbers here as well. So this was a very important comparable sale that we took into consideration.
Absolutely. So now I want to pick up on one particular thing, mate. You're wearing your Hero X shirt and you got all your branding sitting over here. Now we've got a truck coming through at the moment. So nothing like being on a live site. Come over here, Dan. Now, I know our mics are going to pick up the sound really well, so not worried at all. Tell us a little bit about Hero X. What is Hero X all about, and why has actually got so much value to you in that process? Yeah,
so first of all, our vision is to develop units next to parks, the ocean, or very attractive places where I would love to live or have my family live. Secondly, besides generating profit, we also want to generate impact. Therefore, for each unit we build and sell, we plan to offer shelter to 1 homeless person. So if I die tomorrow, I feel like the impact that I generate is what makes me the proudest, not really the money.
Absolutely. So for anyone, I guess, wanting to get involved in that sort of thing, Dan, there's a little QR code, and if anyone can look up Hero X and actually find how to actually get involved in that process. But mate, I want to thank you for showing us about your site today. Really looking forward to seeing the finished product, I guess, presenting the whole real deal, which will be coming up at an upcoming meetup in the future. Until then, mate, I want to say thank you very much for having me on site, and we'll catch you guys next on the next Real Deal in the Field.
Before we go, Rob, I have just one small thing.
Oh, come on, Dan! What are you doing?
I want to, as you have been instrumental in the success that we're seeing, so I want to give you a little symbolic gift. First of all, a letter to read when you have time.
Thank you, mate.
And second of all, a limited edition Hero X Founders Club T-shirt. And it's the number one edition. Number one edition, okay. Because you had a huge impact in what we're doing here, and I really appreciate it.
So firstly, I'm going to put that on. So thank you very much, mate. Excuse the fashion sense, and hope I don't get any white belly in there. So Hero X, guys. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate all your involvement, mate, and I cannot wait to see where you are going with your career, mate. So till then, bye for now, guys.
Thank you, Rob.
Here we are out on site with Dan out at his site here in Templestowe, so 4 townhouses, mate. We were just having a little bit of a chat about some of the biggest lessons that you've learned on your journey. So what would you like to tell our community?
Look, I feel like, first of all, you need to get a mentor. In life, I feel like you can get to your goals if you get a mentor, somebody teaches you, or if you pay through mistakes. So this is something that I feel like I've done correctly, and I got Rob as a mentor, and really helped us a lot. And secondly, I feel like have big dreams and get people that have done it around you, so it increases the chances of you achieving it. Like this, when we moved to Australia, this was pretty impossible for us to think of, and now I think this is a small deal. I'm only looking at bigger deals now.
And you've done this with like only $200,000 to get into a deal with 4 townhouses, mate. When you start to recognise that you can do a deal with almost no money, then you're not limited by any size deal at all, yeah?
Yeah, I'm currently negotiating on a $100 million deal, so let's see what's happening.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the result of that one, mate. So thank you very much for sharing your lessons, and guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.